Good morning, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey, and it is Monday, Lunch and Learn. It's good to be back. I've kind of missed you guys. I guess the last time I went live was Wednesday night, maybe. That must be right. And it's been kind of quiet around here, but then today it's going to be a crazy day again. We woke up with no heat, and so we're waiting on the technician to come see what's going on. We're having the basement measured for carpet, and the sheetrock is coming today. So you can expect doorbells, slamming doors, whatever, but we'll still have fun creating. So I don't know if you're like me. You get inspiration from lots and lots of places. And I had been trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And then last night when I went to bed, I knew I wanted to do this technique I had seen from somebody, and I have no idea who it was, online, where you use this die from Artfully layers and do it in 2 different colors. So I knew I wanted to do that, but other than that, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. So then when I went to bed last night and I looked at our bedspread and I thought, ooh, those are such pretty colors. Let's make and my bedspread has leaves like this. And I don't know. So I thought, well, we'll just do that with these colors. So our bedspread has... it has a yellow also, but I didn't put yellow in with this, but it has the yellow and the teal and the gray all mixed up together, and white. So we're going to do that with our card. And we're going to do the first card using mostly the dies, and then I decided we'll try to see if we can recreate something similar without using the dies. So if you are not a die cut person, then you might want to just do stamping only kind of person. So we'll see. I don't know how that'll work because I haven't tried it, but we'll start with this one first. So this is a piece of paper from the Artfully Layered bundle, but we're just going to use the pale papaya side. And then I have Coastal Cabana and Smoky Slate and another just piece of pale papaya cardstock. And that's pretty much what we're going to start with. So let's see what we need here. I do think we need another piece of Coastal Cabana. I think this will be enough. So if not, we'll take 2 steps and find another one. And I think this is the piece we're going to start with. Let me measure. It should be 3 3/4 by, maybe it's this one. Let me see. That's this one. I don't know why that one's out. We'll use it for something else. So good morning, Karen. It's nice to see you. And Robert's here. If anybody else is here, just leave me a message or a thumbs up. We'll go ahead and fold our card base. This is thick, basic white. Scored at 4 1/4. My favorite. I struggle to use very vanilla, but every once in a while it sneaks right in, doesn't it? So we'll just do some stamping first. So this stamp set has birthdays, sending hugs, hey there, and thank you. So you can do several things with it. And it also has these leaves that kind of look like, that viney flower everybody always has, and then some tropical flowers. Can't think of that word. And then it has some coordinating dies to go with it. So we're going to do some collage stamping. I haven't done that in quite a while. So I'm going to start with Smoky Slate. And this is a stamp that just has, it's supposed to look like words or ancient words. They're not really words. They're just letters. So it doesn't, you can see up and down on them, or right side up and not, but they're not really anything you need to worry about it saying anything. I got this idea from Ashley Van Camp. Her card is similar to mine, but a little different because I'm using that other idea that I can't remember where it came from. So we're going to add a few couple pale papaya sprinkles. Hi, Linda. It's good to see you. And Kay. And we're just going to spatter these around. And I'm going to do my sentiment first, and then we'll come back and do something else. And this is going to be a birthday card with the happiest birthday wishes. Well, let me give you a hint on these. I struggle. Good morning, Anne. Thanks for joining us today. I struggle when it's two different kinds of fonts. So I usually will stamp a practice one, but the hint that I have for myself is always look for the straight one. Don't pay any attention to that scripty because you will get it crooked. Just look at the plain Arial font and don't worry about the script. And usually that will help you get it fairly straight. It's not too bad. And if it's not perfectly straight, I just know that this is handcrafted and people will forgive me if it's a little crooked. If it's a lot crooked, the paper has another side. Or there's another piece of paper. Now I still want some more collage look, so I'm going to use some basic gray. It's a little darker than Smoky Slate. And I'm going to splatter. So I have my watercolor pen. I'm going to get some ink. I put a drop, I only put one tiny drop of ink in this lid, and look how it spreads. Now, for me, when I do splatters, I tend to, I like to have something to hit this on. You can use your finger, but sometimes my arthritis is not happy with being splattered. There. We can also, now we'll take this later and run it through the sink to get the gray out. You can have darker if you want darker. That's up to you. I think that's enough. You can also splatter some Wink of Stella on here if you want some sparkles. So I think sparkles are always a good thing. So we'll add that. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but it'll be on the card. It'll just give a little bit of extra bling. There's a little bit of sparkle. Yeah, I could have stamped this on that, the paper that has sparkle already in it. Never thought about that. Now this is the trick we're going to do. We're going to cut this die twice, once with white and once with Coastal Cabana. So we'll run this through the cut and emboss machine. Have to do it twice because I don't know that it will cut good in 2 layers. It might, but it might not. We want to save these pieces because we might use them on another card after you see how this works. So we'll put, that looks like a little Christmas tree, doesn't it? And I'll be careful and save that. Now we'll run this through with Coastal Cabana. This is going to be a soft card. It's not going to be the lush, wild, tropical look of this set. And sometimes soft is a good thing. Now we're going to inlay these on with our white. And the card I saw, the lady did like 3 of these in a row, and each one was a different color. It was so cute. So like a blue one, a pale papaya one, and then a yellow one. I think that would be real sweet. But we're gonna, yeah, I don't know what we'll, might try that next. Now I want some of these plants in my bedspread colors. So we're going to do one in gray and one in pale papaya. I think I can run those through at the same time. Let's see. It's kind of hard to layer this up. Those are big plant leaves. Okay. I thought this was such a cute idea. Okay, I can't wait to try it in some colors, different colors. And if you wanted to do the very vanilla in some earthy colors, I think that would be cool too. It's just so many choices with our dyes. Now I want some of these petals to stay in there, so I'm going to kind of be gentle popping this out. I hope. Doesn't want to come out right there. There we go. Doesn't have to keep all of them, but I like to leave some in there just to create some interest. And now we're kind of ready to assemble this part of our card. Let's see, we'll take this one out. We'll leave these in there. Kind of looks cool. So when we put them down with Tombow, it'll hold them in place. Okay, let's see. Now we'll let that one kind of go that direction. And we'll let this one, I think we'll trim this one down a little bit. Yeah. It doesn't have to be that huge palm frond. I wish I could have brought my bedspread in here for you to see, but I thought probably it wouldn't fit in the camera. All right, now we're going to work on putting this together on our card base before we add that one, because we're going to use some dimensionals, and sometimes it's easier to go ahead and put your card together before you start doing dimensionals. So we're going to do this on our card. Oh, remember I said we needed another piece of Coastal Cabana, so we're going to cut a little border here of our Coastal Cabana. I think we can do that one. Yeah. And so we can run that through. Could use the border dies if you wanted to. And we'll just trim that off and use my scissors the lazy way. So it'll be behind there, nobody will see it. So here's our card base. And for those of you that can stand it, we're going to put this off centered. Some people like everything lined up nice and tight and square, but this time we're going to get a little off because it's collage look. Just like you slapped that in your scrapbook. Now we need our border on here. We'll put that on and then trim those edges off. You like the off-center look, Kay? I do too. It doesn't bother me, but some people just a little OCD or don't like that look. Just like some people wouldn't like those stuck in there. But it doesn't bother me. Now see, this one's going to be straighter with the little pieces sticking out. I also thought maybe I could just put another little, yeah, I think so. Let's trim that down just a little bit. We can always trim more if we need to. This is another piece of that paper, and I thought, you know, I gotta use it up. There's new paper coming, and I gotta use this before the new paper shows up. Yeah, that's cute. We'll put that right about, oh, maybe we'll do it, yeah, we'll do it that way. Excuse me. I was trying not to do a second sneeze. Okay. Now, I'm wondering, I think I might put this on with the dimensionals. So we'll do that. I actually have some edges here. I'll go ahead and use them. The dimensional sheet would be perfect for this. Boy, that's... We'll just use these here. Nobody will know what's underneath there. Except you guys. Don't tell. So you know it's last chance for products from the annual catalog. The things from the mini catalog are still current until the beginning of June, I believe. I hope I can stand that. And then the new catalog comes out the 1st of May, which is so exciting. You're going to love the new products. So now this is what's going to happen here. We're going to put this together, and we're going to use the dimensionals to hold it together. So that's the easiest way, I think. So you want to make sure you get some of the white and some of the Coastal Cabana for each area. So it's using a few more dimensionals than I would normally use, but that's okay. We want it to stay in place. And you know we have to have some twine, or so we're gonna do a bow, and it's not really gonna be it's just a fussy bow today. So we're gonna tie that in a knot. The knot will be behind we'll put that right about there so that it's fluffy all on our card. And now we'll put our, isn't that going to be cute? So, now do you think we can recreate this with something similar with just stamps? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It won't be exactly the same, but every time we make a card, they're never exactly the same. I guess we need to put these on with some dots. Just a second. Your sheetrock's out front. It's going to be interesting to see how they get the sheetrock to the basement. You guys have been very patient with me. I'm excited though that the basement's getting done faster than we expected, so I think it'll be worth it. Okay, now we'll put this, see, it's going to cover up that. Isn't that cute? Probably need to trim that off, even though I love it It's a little more than it needs to go in the envelope. Now, you know we gotta have some bling. So we're gonna add some polished dots. These are so pretty. They're the perfect shade to pick up just about any color that you're stamping with. And there's our birthday card. Now remember let's see where that piece is. We have this piece from around here. I'm going to put that in the inside. And I need to stamp a birthday sentiment in there. So that's our first card. I love it. I hope you do too. Now let's see if we can't just stamp some images and see how they come out. Now one thing we want to do is have our Coastal Cabana image towards in the center. So we're going to stamp that, but I think it would help to have, do we need to do some masking? So you know what? We have masking paper in the new catalog. Isn't that going to be exciting? And so we're going to cut the larger die cut with some masking tape and see if that helps. I'm not sure if it'll work, but we'll give it a try. Oh, Anna, I love the new colors too, Anne. They are so pretty and bright and cheerful. I can't wait to get them. Anything in the blue. I thought I would miss Misty Moonlight, but I think I'm gonna love the new blue. So, change is always a good thing. Not always, but it can be. So there's our masking. To mask when we stamp this. So we're going to stamp this in Coastal Cabana. Let's see where our ink went. I got gray. Oh, there it is. Too many colors out here to see. And we'll stamp this kind of, let's see, we need our sentiment here. Let's do a different one this time. Let's do, oh mercy, sending all the hugs. I think that'll work. So we'll put that on a block. That'd be a good card to send somebody that just needs a pick me up. Let's hope this comes out okay. You never know. Now we're going to look at the word sending to get it sort of straight. That's pretty good. Not perfect, but good enough. And now we can stamp this. And we'll put the masking on there. See if that works. Oh, almost. It's good enough for this. I'll just stay away from that stem, but it'll work for what we're going to do today. So now we need a pale papaya blossom, and a smoky slate blossom. And in this set, there's only this one. So we'll do one of each color. Oh, and let's find a block. My blocks need washing terrible. I actually am going to cut that off because, I don't want it to look too strange. Okay, so let's do a gray one. Smoky slate. Yeah, see, if I had left that there, that would look really strange, I think. We'll clean this off. And then try it in pale papaya. I'm wondering, how about if we did it going, I don't know, or we better do that way. But you know what? If it looks terrible, we'll quit and I'll go on to another card. It can't look too terrible. The colors are so pretty. I don't think it'll look that bad. And if it does, it's just paper. Nope, I like it. Maybe I should have done the leaves first. No, if I had done the leaves first, they would be inside that. So I think we're okay, though. I'm going to take some Winko Stella and drag the color here. That'll make it look prettier. Always need shine and shiny bright stuff. I don't really like the way that gray is, but I think we can put a ribbon there and it'll be all right. What do you think? We'll try that and see. Otherwise, we'll just know this wasn't the best idea. Put another, but we wanted to do this without the dies, so. At least that was my goal. Oh, if I had some pretty, oh, I know. Rather than twine, let's try this. Oh, and let's try something else too. I also had thought we're going to rescue this card. Running this through the painted embossing folder would look nice. We'll do that. We got to do our, oh, we better do our little, that stamp, whatever, the word stamp first. We've got to get that on there. We're going to make this look good. And then we need some of the little papaya dots. It's getting better. And we need some splatters. We'll do that with the basic gray. And our watercolor pen. There we go. Now we'll put it in that embossing folder. Oh, these clear lids hide as they're clear. This is getting there, for this is just stamps, paper, ink. Very little in the way of anything extra. I gotta swap out my plates. Oh, that looks good. Now, when we put this ribbon, we're going to tie that bow right there, and it's going to make it look cute. Do you guys know about snipping your edge here on your ribbon? So then you can slide that in there. When you put it in your drawer, you don't have all those ribbon tails. And I do one on each side, so depending on where my ribbon ends, I usually have a place for it. So, a little helpful hint. From somebody else. I didn't invent that one. Okay. Well, I wish I had Bermuda Bay ribbon, but we don't have any. Or Coastal Cabana. I don't think we have any. And I am totally out of that pretty pool party that goes so well with it. But it's returning, so I can order some more of that. There we go. Now let's see if we can layer this on a card base, and I think that looks cute. We might not do this one wonky. We might do it just regular, but I'm thinking we need the pop of the Coastal Cabana. So we'll use that. I'll get a piece. Won't have to cut that because it needs that brighter color. You get to see how I end up creating stuff, not on the fly. That's the fun part. I think. Now remember that little polka dotted piece we used? We can add one of those here, kind of. We'll let that be, go ahead and let that be 4 and see what happens. 4 1/4. We won't do this one wonky. We'll just put this on here plain and simple. Do you see me flip that paper over? Do you flip paper over when it's the same on both sides? I do. I guess it's habit. See if we can get that lined up without it being too crooked. Alright, now we'll put this on here. And should we put this? Yeah. Let's see. Let's put it there. This kind of has a pattern. You can see the way the words are supposed to go. That's words on there. It's the same as these. You really can't tell, but nice. I'll put a little drop of glue on the ribbon just to hold it safely. You know, when you're in a humid location, you kind of need that extra stick. Look how we rescued this card. We'll have to practice masking a little better, won't we? But I don't know. I think it kind of depends on which image you're masking. Should we put one more small one? Yeah. Okay. Stamped paper, ink. Nice and easy. We just talked through it until it came out okay. And then stamps, dies, and ink. So definitely stepped up, but both cards are still really pretty. And I like them. I hope I can send them to somebody the next day or two. So thanks for joining me today. I am glad the noise kind of settled down. We'll see what's up on Wednesday, but we should be all right by then. So don't forget the last chance sale. And I think that's about it. If you're not on my email list, let me know and I'll pop you on. Or you can go to my campsite up at the top where it says more information. And subscribe to my newsletter list. And that way you will get information about any sales or specials and tutorials and other things that are going on. So thanks for joining me today. Bye.